Good morning, students of Class 6. Hope you are fine. And I am back again with a new lesson. Today we are going to see chapter 7 in your grammar, that is Adjectives of Comparison. Already we have completed kinds of adjectives, that is chapter 5 in your previous class, right? Today we are going to see chapter 7 Adjectives of Comparison. First, we have seen about what is an adjective, then the kinds of adjective, and now we are going to see degrees of adjective. What is the degrees of adjective? Degrees of adjective is nothing but the adjectives change in forms to show comparison. So, those changes we are going to study today. Can you understand? Degree of comparison of adjective. Before moving into that, you should know what is an adjective. Already we have learned, right? What is an adjective? An adjective is a word used to describe or qualify a noun or a pronoun, right? Can you remember that? Then, what is adjective of comparison? An adjective of quality changes its form when one person, place, or object is compared with another or others. It is called the degrees of comparison of adjective. A degree of comparison is used to express why we are using degree of comparison. It says us whether the noun is showing equality or superiority, inferiority or supremacy of one person, place or object. Can you understand why we are using degree of comparison? Can we move into the lesson now? There are 3 degrees of comparison, and namely they are positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. How many degrees are there? There are 3 forms of degrees of comparison. They are positive degree, comparative degree and superlative degree. And your first form is positive degree. Okay, we are going to see in detail all the 3 kinds of degrees. And the first one is positive degree. Okay, positive degree is used when no comparison is made. Okay, and positive degree is the basic form of an adjective, and it is used to describe or qualify a noun. Okay, can you understand what is positive degree? It is just describing or qualifying the noun. No comparison is made in the positive degree. For example, Rekha is beautiful. Rekha is beautiful. Which is a noun here? Rekha. And which is the adjective here? Beautiful. So, the adjective describes a noun or qualifies the noun and tells her that Rekha is beautiful. Here, Rekha is not compared with anyone. Can you understand what is a positive degree? And your next example is Mohan is strong, which is a noun here. Mohan. And which is an adjective? Strong is an adjective here. So, Mohan is a strong man. Here, strong. Mohan is not compared with anyone. Can you understand positive degree? If at all positive degree is used for comparison, it is used to compare two nouns but to show equality. It will show only the equality. Okay. For example, Rekha is as beautiful as Riya. Here it shows equality between Rekha and Riya. And your next degree is comparative degree. The comparative degree or form is used to compare only two things, people, animals or place. They compare only two. Usually, the comparative degree of an adjective is formed by adding er to the adjective. The comparative degree is formed by adding er at the end of the adjective. Comparative form is always followed by than. Can you understand what is a comparative degree? Comparative degree is used to compare two people, place or objects. This degree of comparison expresses superiority or inferiority. For example, Ria is not more beautiful than Rekha. Which is adjective here? Beautiful. Here, Ria is compared with Rekha. And your next example is Sohan is stronger than Mohan. Here, which is a noun here? Two noun we have, right? Sohan and Mohan. Which is an adjective here? Strong. So, we are comparing Sohan with Mohan. So, strong will be changed into stronger. Because usually the comparative degree of an adjective is formed by adding er to the adjective. And next one is comparative form is always followed by than. So, Sohan is stronger than Mohan. Can you understand comparative degree? And your next degree is superlative degree. The superlative degree or form is used to compare more than two things, people, animals or place. Usually, the superlative degree of an adjective is formed by adding est to the adjective. In comparative, we have used er at the end of the adjective. Here in superlative form, you are going to add est to the adjectives. Okay. And next one is we always use the before the superlative form of the adjective. So, we use the before the superlative form. In comparative, we use than after the comparative form. Okay, don't get confused. So, superlative degree is used to compare person, place or thing with two or more than two people, place or things. This degree of adjectives express supremacy. So, here one person, place or thing is compared to more than two people, places or things. So, one person is compared to a group. Your first example is Priya is the most beautiful girl in the class. Here, Priya is the most beautiful girl in the class. So, Priya is compared with the whole class. So, the most beautiful is the superlative form. Can you understand? Your next example is Sohan is the strongest boy in the class. So, who is the strongest boy? Sohan. So, Sohan is compared with the whole class. And here, Sohan is the supreme. Right? And which is adjective here? Strong. So, what is the rule? The superlative degree of an adjective is formed by adding est to the adjective. So, strong, we have added est, so strongest. And the next rule is we always use the before the superlative form of the adjective. Can you see the? The strongest boy. Can you understand superlative form? Can you see the image? Rudy is a tall boy, which is a noun here, Rudy. And which is the adjective here, tall. Whether Rudy is compared with anyone? No. So it is a positive degree. And tall is an adjective, that is the base form. We have not added anything. So it is a positive degree. Can you understand? Your next sentence is Roni is taller than Rudy. Here, Roni is compared with Rudy. So, It is comparative form. So the adjective tall will be changed into taller. And after that you have Dan. So it is a clue word, right? So next one is Robbie is the tallest of the three boys. So Robbie is the tallest of the three boys. He is the tallest boy. So that is superlative form. So tall has been changed into tallest. And before tallest there is a word. What word is that? The. Okay. I hope you understood positive, comparative and superlative degree. Okay. And there are some basic rules to form the degrees of comparison. That is, there are some spelling rules for adjectives of comparison. While you are changing adjective to other forms like positive form or comparative form or superlative form, there are some rules you should follow. You are going to learn that spelling rules now. Okay. Your first rule is we generally add the suffix er or est to the end of the adjective to form comparative and superlative form. That is, the comparative and superlative forms of most of the adjectives are formed by adding the suffix er and est to the base form. We have learned this before, right? We should add er for comparative and est for superlative. And your first example is dark, darker, darkest. Here dark is the adjective, and while we are changing the adjective dark to comparative form, we should add er. So dark becomes darker. And for superlative form, we add est. So dark becomes darkest. So dark is a positive form, darker comparative form, and darkest superlative form. Can you understand your first rule? And your next example is clever, cleverer, cleverest. So clever here, clever is the adjective. You have added er to the adjective so that cleverer is a comparative form for clever. And we have added est so that clever becomes cleverest in superlative form. Can you understand? So clever is a base form, that is positive degree. Cleverer, your comparative degree. Cleverest is your superlative degree. Can you understand the first rule? It's very easy, right? So today we have seen what are the degrees of comparison. 3 degrees we have seen, and 1 spelling rules also we have seen. The remaining things we will do it in your next class. Can you understand? Thank you.